KRFO Radio with some sports talk now. Todd Walkingstick is with me, big-time local sports promoter and local sports fan, but we want to start with a little bit of Vikings talk here, Todd. We know that the Minnesota Vikings got off to such a strong start on the season, and then some bumps in the road and things like that. Is it a matter of injuries? Is it a matter of game planning? And in your close following of the Vikings, how have you kind of seen this season develop so far?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to use injuries as an excuse, but you can't. It's the NFL. I mean, they're all professionals. Every team's going through it, right? And we just happen to be getting a little worse, but I still think, you know, with Mike Zimmer as coach and with the shocking North Turner resigning, they just got to play. I mean, like Thursday night, the Cowboys coming to town, that is the season right there. Because we're 6-5. I believe, and people laugh at me, but I believe we're going to win. This is why I think, because two reasons. Dallas comes in 10-1, and you know, do they overlook the Vikings? I think so. And the crowd noise. I'm going to say tomorrow's going to be the hugest factor. Will be the crowd noise. So I'm predicting upset.
All right. Well, I would expect that from a big Minnesota Vikings fan. Now, in order to get some offense rolling, Minnesota's not been able to get the ball down the field. They've not been able to run the ball. How do they generate some offense?
Well, that's like the Lion game on Thanksgiving. It was so hard to watch. 3rd and 9, and they throw it 4 yards. Almost, and hope to God you break the tackle. I mean, again, professionals should tackle. The chance of breaking the tackle is limited to say. So I know I follow Twitter a lot. I follow all the Vikings, and I saw a tweet from Bradford or the Vikings. I can't remember which one, but he basically, in the tweet, it said expletives. So, you know, block, and I want to throw the ball deep. You know, Diggs is supposed to be back tomorrow night.
Yep.
Everything I've read and seen from the NFL experts, they believe we can go deep on Dallas. And, you know, again, I can't remember what game it was, but one of the halftime announcers said, you know, the Vikings should put an extra blocker in, like it's Rudolph or Reisner, or somebody that's, I hate to lose Rudolph, but I mean, to get an extra man in there so he has that just an extra second to go back and crank it, just throw it. I mean, I believe Diggs can beat those guys. Yeah, the running game, as far as the Vikings, we're 31st in NFL. It's embarrassing. People are excited about Peterson coming back. I am too, except I don't know if he's going to get through the hole. There's no hole. There is no hole for anybody. So I'm, you know, if he wants to play, more power to him. But I really think with the offensive line struggles, I don't know if he's going to be a help. I really don't. So.
And on the defensive side, against a Dallas team that boasts the top running back in the league, along with rookie sensation Prescott at quarterback, what's a key or two defensively for Minnesota in Thursday night's game in order to upset the Cowboys, Todd?
Well, the key will be the crowd noise, because you know, Prescott, I don't know if he's played in a stadium this loud. I mean, Dallas has their home crowd. Maybe he's used to, but I think that if the defense can get that just a little split-second edge with crowd noise, you know, ever since always just running the roll and rolling. Yeah, he cost himself outside a couple times because he's too eager. That will be the key. I think the crowd noise, trying to throw off these guys, because their line will destroy us. They're huge. As a big Viking fan, I got to be honest, Dallas scares the crap out of me because they're so big and physical, and our, you know, Renval Joseph, if he can hold up, that would be a huge key too. In the middle, him and Stephen, two middle guys. But I think the basic out of that night, people got to be just play their lanes. Don't go over. You know, just stay there where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
One gap, and Elliott's gone. I mean, he only needs a split second, and he's gone. So they play their lanes, and the crowd noise. I think that's two biggest factors tomorrow night.
All right, talking to Todd Walkingstick right now, a Minnesota Vikings fan. But Todd, we also know you're a big Owatonna sports fan, and all of the Owatonna sports fans were able to be in U.S. Bank Stadium recently when the Huskies played in the state football tournament. And I tell you, they gave Elk River their biggest test of the season, because Elk River went on to stomp on Spring Lake Park. Owatonna has to be proud of the effort they put out against a very good team in keeping the game very close.
Yeah, I tweeted that to the Owatonna football. I mean, you guys should be proud. Hold your heads up, because is it a loss? Yes. Does it stink? Yes. But look what Elk River did all year. They just, and I think the game before against Alexandria, somebody told me they ran 300 yards in the first quarter alone. So that what Owatonna did, and hindsight, we can look back. To me, there was 2 touchdowns that shouldn't have counted. One on the knee down, and the other one I think he was short of the goal line on 4th down. But again, the game.
Okay.
It's fun to think, what if Owatonna would have beat them? Spring Lake Park was very beatable. I watched the Elk River game against Spring Lake Park, and that was not even a game. So Coach Williams, Coach Octakirk, the boys, the fans should really hold their heads even higher after this last Saturday's game. I'm really proud of what Owatonna did. Just that game alone. I mean, Octakirk's defense was amazing.
Mm-hmm. And Todd, each week a new set of interviews goes up through OwatonnaLive.com on Beyond the Game, and you talk to local athletes and coaches and people of that like. Maybe a mention here about who's new this week and what's a recent interview or two that we should go take a look at and listen to.
Oh, I'm sorry. This week it's going to be kind of fun because Brad Meyer, yes, he's from the chamber, but he was on the Viking or the Super Bowl subcommittee for the Super Bowl coming to town. So he's going to talk about his role on as part of the Super Bowl committee. And then the flashback will be Justin Brown, graduate from Owatonna, and he's played hockey and he played for the Blades.
Mm-hmm.
And then quarterback Sam Prigge from NRHEG will be the third guest.
All right.
This Thursday, like tomorrow. And then last week, it was fun, having the 2 wrestling coaches, Waitola and Sikora. They were really quite fun to meet, and I hope people enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed talking to these guys.
Okay, and I know those videos are up for an extended time. People can go back and look at the previous weeks because they're archived there with a number of weeks to look back on as well.
Yeah. Exactly. Each video stays online 12 weeks.
Okay.
And there's always 12 videos online, so every video stays online 12 weeks, and then I move on.
Okay.
I've interviewed about 195 guests so far. So, I'm getting a pretty good rhythm of different people. I'm always looking. Chris Urbane was on.
Uh-huh.
I just had Katie and Christy Bexler come in. They were girl swimmers from the early 90s. They were both school record holder sisters. The tape will be coming in December, but they came in and did an interview on Monday in the studio, so it was kind of fun to flash back with people. Talk about the memories.
Yeah, I think that's one of the really cool things that you do is bring in those flashbacks in addition to the people that are making the news, sports news now, to bring in the flashbacks on a very regular basis is really cool.
Like Chris Urbane came down from Eden Prairie.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, wow, that was really nice.
No kidding.
I don't expect people to come from South Dakota, wherever. I just offer. If you're around, please call me and I will gladly set up a time. I'd love to have your story. I think people should hear it, and if they don't want it, they don't have to watch it. But I think it's kind of fun to just look back on Owatonna and Allsteele County flashbacks.
All right, OwatonnaLive.com. Click on Beyond the Game for those local notes, and if folks follow you on Twitter, purple_stick, right?
Correct. Thank you. Yes.
Yep, and get all the notes on this Thursday's Vikings game in reaction to that with Minnesota hosting Dallas. So, Todd, cheer hard. I know you won't have much of a voice by the end of Thursday night, but I'm glad you have one now to chat with us here on the radio. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, I would say win or lose. I'm a proud fan, so it does stink to lose, but if we do lose, my life will go on. I just have to give everything I have tomorrow night.
I tell you what.
All on the line. So thanks, Roy.
Yeah, thank you, Todd. Todd Walkingstick. That's a cool way to be a fan. You're always cheering them right on to the end, and if they don't win, you pick yourself up, but you're behind them all the way. Todd Walkingstick with us here on KRFO.